All right, welcome to another episode of Cavanelli. As you know, I'm Chris,
I'm Day McClay.
and thank you for tuning in to another episode.
Cue theme music. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just playing. We haven't figured that out yet.
As you, yeah, we haven't figured that out yet, but we probably will have an intro, coming up
At some point.
later on. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, we have new hardware.
New
Yes.
furniture.
What's this? What's this brand called?
Albany Park.
Albany Park. Yeah. So I remember in I think the first episode we said we was gonna have a different couch sooner or later. Yeah,
It was
we got
about
it.
time. It
It
was
was about
time.
time. This mug hella nice, hella comfortable.
And if y'all want the link to it to get $200 off of your couch, it will be linked below on whatever platform this is going to be posted on, whether it be YouTube, Instagram. I don't know, but it will be linked below. So, and we got this. Well, I got because I was the one really looking at it. This is the couch that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at it for like months on Albany Park because this couch was actually like almost $4,000. It was like $3,600, and we ended up getting it for $2,600. So we got a lot of money off. I got 30% off because it was President's Day, and an additional 15% off because I found someone's discount on TikTok. But yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about it before, past episodes, but furniture, that shit is not cheap, boy.
not cheap at all. But you know, we're getting what's necessary. Our apartment is honestly, it's we're gonna grow out of it really soon. We're gonna stay here for another year. We already decided, and it's just we're putting little things in here every few months and stuff. Like Chris just got his bar cart and whatnot, and I'll do some B-roll after the podcast to like show you guys how it looks and stuff. It's really cute.
Yeah, I would suggest if you move in first year to a new apartment, getting a furniture, just worry about getting like the couches and like bed and
Your end table to
stuff
the
like
bed,
that, and
yeah.
then probably like after that, then worry about like the walls and stuff. So we just got like a coffee table left to get and like some nightstands, and
Yeah,
then we'll probably start working on the walls and stuff like that,
yeah,
get the
yeah.
paintings and stuff, and really
hmm
bring it together.
But nonetheless, I definitely feel like when we're towards the end of our first lease, like this lease ending, like a few months, maybe 3 to 4 months before it ends, that's probably when we'll actually start putting in like, wallpaper and all that other stuff. So, but
Okay.
so stay tuned for that as well. Well, for the people who are gonna be watching my vlog channel, stay tuned for that because I will be vlogging or
Hmm.
YouTubing, Instagramming, whatever. So yeah.
All
But
right.
like we
Let's
said,
talk about
episode 3. Let's get into it.
my baby had a birthday this
Yay!
past what a couple weeks ago.
Yes. Birthday was February 25th. So your girl is officially 28. I'm getting real close to that age 30, dirty 30. But it's cool because I feel like when I'm in my 30s, that's when I'm really gonna be able to live how I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the money that I want and stuff. So I'm not I was scared. Oops, I was scared about getting older and was telling people that I was 26 still when I was 27. But I'm embracing getting older and stuff. You have to, otherwise it's going to be a drag for the rest of your life because each year you're going to get older.
Yeah, your 30s is like we're about to come into our primes. About to come into our
Yeah,
prime. 30s is our prime.
30 is your prime.
Yeah, the whole 10 years. Real some in your 40s, I would say too. Just
Yeah.
depending on how you move and how you live.
Well, if I move right with this savings like the Roth IRA, because I got a financial advisor, y'all. Um, if I move correctly with my high yield savings account and my whole life insurance policy and stuff, then by 40s, like 45, I should have saved at least, the guy said $1 billion if I'm maxing it out every single year, which I plan to. It's only $7,000 to max out a Roth IRA. And the way it grows, you can definitely become a millionaire in like 20 years and stuff. So I'm 28 now. So when I'm 48, that is the goal because I'm retiring from working, doing stuff that I have to do by like 45. Like
Hmm.
that's my goal for it. So yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of the stuff that happened over your birthday weekend. Some
So
highlights for you. Go ahead. I'll
yeah.
let you
So birthday highlights.
tell them.
This year I decided that I wasn't going to put like a lot of expectations on my birthday and stuff, which I feel like helped a lot with me actually feeling satisfied with my birthday. I spent it with my baby mostly. That's That's it. And I was perfectly fine with that. I'm not really drinking like that anymore. Even little shit like that, little stuff like that. So we did the high ropes course at Go Ape in Sugarville. Sugarland area is about an hour away. So such a nice area, such a nice park. This guy was scared the
I don't know
whole
why
time.
She keeps insisting on dragging me to these high ropes courses, knowing I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah,
but
I do.
I got through all of them.
But we didn't get a chance to do two of them. One of them, it was under construction. The other one, it was like getting really late. It was like almost 4:00 by the time we finished the third one. And we was ready to go. I was tired. He was tired. So, but I get to go back and go for free. And so I'm definitely going to do that. I don't know. I might take one of my friends over here with me or something like that. I need to take a friend that's adventurous. And I feel like maybe Adobe might be that person, to be honest. Like, cause y'all too scary for me. I like the adrenaline rush. I'm not a scary ass person. If I'm scared, you're not gonna know that I'm scared. I'd rather just do it. Like just go for it. And whatever happens. Shoot.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we went to hibachi because I was just craving it. And then after that, we didn't really do nothing. We just kind of chilled. So, and then I bought this couch for my birthday, and I took a microblading class.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm thinking
how you forget about that?
Yeah, I'm forgetting about all little stuff, but I invested in myself, and I took a microblading class for 4 days, learn how to microblade. We didn't learn shading, so I'm teaching myself shading on my own. And that was roughly like $3,000. Got this couch, $2,600. And then my baby covered like the actual like events for my birthday, like the food and the actual Go Ape and stuff. So I really invested in myself this year because I want every year after this to be, something that I really want to do. Like I really want to go out the country next year. And I plan on doing that. So that was my birthday. I would say it was a successful birthday. Got a lot of love. A lot of people hit me up and stuff, and it was nice.
So you like the microblading classes and stuff like that?
Yeah, I like the microblading class. I wish I could have learned micro shading as well in that class, but it's cool. I can literally just learn it on my own. I bought some kits and stuff like that on Amazon to like teach me, and I've been finding a lot of stuff on YouTube as well. So
yeah, one thing I wanted to say about Sugarland, we went to the park. That park was one of the nicest parks I'd never seen.
It was the most beautiful park
I wouldn't say it was the most, but it was up there. It was nice.
I feel like most because it was actually very green. Like the grass was very green. People was riding bikes. People was flying kites. A park is that girl if she got her people just flying kites randomly. You don't never see nobody flying kites in the hood or in major black areas and stuff. No.
Yeah, I mean, I seen pretty nice parks in like Chicago and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
that park was nice. It was a lot of open.
Yeah,
it just made you feel like you need like a little blanket or something. You know, a little picnic blanket to get to sit outside, enjoy the sun.
We definitely
motherfucking grass was flowing in the wind and shit. It was on some the Sound of Music type shit.
It definitely was nice. We're gonna have to get another. We're gonna either have to get a picnic basket from TJ Maxx or like an extra picnic blanket because we have one. But I like to lay out, kick my feet up and stuff. And that blanket not big enough for me to like lay out completely and my no part of my body not touch the ground.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about because her and my little sister, they share like the same 2-day radius, like 2-day span for birthdays. Little sister birthday's on 23rd, so hers on 25th. So that whole weekend, we was dealing with birthdays and stuff like that. And my little sister, she threw like a little pool party or whatever, stuff like that. And I felt old doing that shit, even though they was college kids, and
it was just
I just graduated like
like they were
2-3 years ago.
We graduated 2-3 years ago.
I think I graduated
I graduated 19
4 years ago. Yeah. 2020. Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah. So you graduated 4 years. It was 5 for me. That's crazy. Yeah. So I definitely felt weird, like being around little freshies and stuff like that. And
they was calling her Miss,
Mr. and Mrs.
Me Mr. and stuff.
Oh like wait, that. No, they didn't say Mr. and Mrs. They said yes sir, no ma'am.
Oh well.
Yes ma'am, no ma'am. Yes sir, no sir. I'm like, please don't call me that. I have not made it to ma'am status yet. I mean, it was a sign of respect, but.
I guess we look older than
we don't.
I don't know.
We don't.
I don't know. I guess we was just moving like old people because I don't know how we look like somebody. Either way it go,
I think
I
they
felt
just
old, and I just know that I'm not supposed to be back in no college parties doing nothing. I'm
yes.
way too old for
But
that
I
shit.
honestly feel like they just knew that we were Carmen's like older siblings and stuff. And so that's why he was just trying to show respect and stuff, you know. But I don't think we don't look older, like very, very. And I know Chris don't look that old. Chris, you look like you're, yeah, you still look pretty young. You look 26. I mean, not 26, 24.
Mm.
So,
I like to keep that. I don't like to go get too old or look too old.
I mean, at
I
some
like
point you
I
will.
like people to like not know my age and
Hmm.
have to guess it. I like to be younger than what people think I am.
You know what's a huge slap in the face for women when we go out?
What?
If we go to the bar and get a drink and they don't card us.
What? What you mean? Don't you want to look grown? Ain't that the whole point?
I mean, I want to look grown enough to where you think, okay, she might be able to drink, but let me still check her ID. Like, that's the sweet
So
spot.
you want to look like a teenage girl that could pass for?
No.
So if someone's carding you and you a woman, you gotta look young as fuck. Cause
No.
dudes ain't carding women like that in the bar scene.
First of all, it's Gen X high schoolers that look grown as hell. They look like they're 23,
Yeah, I'm
24.
saying though, like everybody's looking. The whole point is to look grown now. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but it was one time I went to no, it was one time I went to go get a bottle for what did I even get the bottle for? I can't remember what we was doing, but I went to go get a bottle at this liquor store by your his mama house, and I walked up to the guy. It was an Indian man. It was his store and shit like that, and I handed him the bottle, and I was like, oh wait, let me get my ID, and he said, oh no, you good, you good. I can already tell you're older, you're old enough. I was like, damn, you ain't even want to just look at it just to make me feel good.
See me,
Ah,
I've been like, appreciate it, bro. Save me the trouble of whipping my fucking. I don't, man. If I get carded, I feel disrespected if I get carded.
see, it's the opposite because for
I ain't
women, because
never.
women need we want to look young, we want to look younger than what we're portraying as.
You sure?
Yeah, women
Maybe the
don't want
old.
to look older. Like we want to look mature, but we don't want to look to the point where they're like, damn, that's an aged.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I guess the younger women want to look older, and the older women want to look younger.
Yeah,
It's always
you
that
just want
shit.
to look mature. Like, yeah, I would say a good example is Ashanti. Ashanti is obviously like what? How old is she?
She
40?
like 40 something shit.
But Ashanti looked good. Ashanti looked like she's mid 30, and but her body, like her body has matured to a grown woman like body in general. That's the sweet spot. Like you look grown, but you're much older. Like you just aged very well. That's the goal.
Hmm.
But
Anything else you want to add about your birthday weekend? Anything else that happened that you want to
mm-mm,
talk about?
nope,
Good
because
birthday weekend.
nope, it wasn't really all that eventful other than that stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty eventful in my opinion.
Yeah,
Shit,
but when I say eventful, I mean like we ain't popping bottles, going to the club, and nothing like that. I don't really like that
that's
kind of stuff,
boring.
honestly. Yeah,
That's not eventful to me. That's
that's not
wasting
me
money.
anymore. Yeah, you wasting money because a little like
Like high ropes course and all that type. That's eventful in my
yeah,
opinion.
because I mean Deanna's birthday was eventful in December, like, but you're right, it is wasting money dang near because we got a booth for her birthday and it was $1,000 for that booth, bruh. I'm thinking it's gonna be like you know what I'm saying, like a little sectional like this and stuff for 1,000.
You
No,
talking about when we went to what's it called?
yeah, I don't even remember the name of the place,
It's
but
camp.
camp. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking we gonna have like it ain't even have to be a sectional this big like our couch, but something like this. But no, it was a little round table, and that's it.
That was $1,000.
That was $1,000.
Shit, I better than me, boy. I ain't gonna be doing that shit, boy.
Yeah, definitely not.
So let's move on and stay in the college realm because this episode is about reflection. So we're all reflecting on her birthday and some of the things in the past, stuff like that. So we were around college students for my little sister's birthday. So let's put ourselves back in like our college mind
Okay.
and talk about anything from college or early years, shoot, of true adulthood that we may have regretted or wanted to like change or redo or anything like that? Do you have any moments like that?
I definitely always think about college. Not all the time, but I definitely do think about college to the point where I'm like, dang, I wish I could go back and start over because I would do everything differently.
Mm.
Like, I feel
Like
like
what?
I would not be active in the organizations that I was active in.
Mm.
Like, I would have just shopped around a little bit more. I felt pressure, not pressure from anyone else. It was me. It was in my own mind to just be involved in something because I saw everybody else being involved. And
Mm-hmm.
although I was in elite and that was really good organization and stuff, I limit myself to just them because of just I'm not even gonna get into it and stuff like that. But long story short, people acted a certain way and people thought that if you were in elite, like you couldn't be anywhere else because one, you was a huge like time commitment,
Mm-hmm.
and then two, I felt like like the way people talk sometimes, it kind of seemed like if you were doing something else, then like I don't know. It's kind of similar like when you have multiple friend groups, you hang out with one friend group and the other one, and that one is kind of jealous of you hanging out with somebody else. Like that's kind of how it would feel
Mm.
because of how they would like you had to just be there and hear how they talked and how the leader talked, like the one who came up with the organization and stuff, how she talked sometimes. That's what it felt like. Um, so yeah, I just wouldn't have been involved in.
It's like mixing your college friends with your back home friends, huh?
Yeah, I would have shopped around a little bit more for organizations. I would have not done medicine. I would have did business. I probably would have still did medicine actually, but I would have
Mm-hmm.
minored in a business administration or marketing or something like that. And I wouldn't have been so fucking I feel like I was thirsty.
Thirsty to do what?
Like just be a part of something.
Mm.
And I should have just spent that time trying to figure out who I was and not like find who I was through an organization or a group of people or a club
Mm.
and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Let me think of what would I what would I change? I wouldn't change. I don't think I would change too much. Maybe just like my mindset towards the only thing I'll probably change just probably my mindset towards the end of college. I was real tunnel vision,
Mm-hmm.
focused on graduating. If I think I would have done a little bit more focus on transitioning from graduation to adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
Took a little bit more time on that end rather than just focus on actually graduating, then I'll probably be better. Maybe. I
Well,
don't
what
know.
do
I
you
think
mean? Like
I
you
don't
would have
know.
entered the job market a little bit better,
I don't know. Not
easier?
even job market, but just been just a little bit better. Cause when I graduated or when I came back home, I was broke as fuck. I was at zero.
Mm-hmm.
I guess managing that money a little bit better. But once I start saving, I mean, everything happens for a reason. So I really don't say I regret anything, but I just feel like if I would have thought about the way I think about things now, if I would have started thinking like that a little bit more back then, probably would have been a little bit better. Not
Mm-hmm.
better, but like probably just be a little bit different or just a little bit further on my schedule, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
My
So
schedule
you,
in
so you
life.
think like maybe if you would have been more focused on like the school part and getting that together, that the transition outside of Mizzou may have been a little bit more smooth?
No, I only focused on the school part. I would have focused on like past school, like
Oh.
my goals and my plan, what to
Mm-hmm.
do after I graduate, not just graduating because
Mm-hmm.
it took a lot for me to graduate, like classes and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I finished, to be honest, because a lot of times my motherfucker didn't want to, but
Same.
shit, I had to at this point. I was went through this far. I done joined the fraternity and everything. I can't be a fraternity and not graduate. That's kind of
Mm-hmm.
it's
Wow.
fucking ridiculous. So definitely had to do that. But that's probably it. Other than that, I don't. I did everything I feel like I did in college. I studied abroad. Maybe study abroad maybe one more time. I probably would have liked doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really glad that I was able to do that. So I don't have
Yeah.
too many regrets.
I mean, I really did enjoy Mizzou Alternative Break. Like I went on a volunteer trip every spring break for sophomore year, sophomore, junior, and my first senior year. Second year, senior year, I didn't do anything. But I went on 3, and my first one was actually really, really. So, granted, I didn't get to do study abroad. Actually, I did go out of the country. I went on a Mizzou alternative break into Nicaragua, and that was really, really nice too. I honestly got to see the world. It was so crazy. I hope I still got videos and pictures from that in my phone, but yeah.
I still got video and pictures when I was an island boy. You want to talk about when you was in
Nicaragua?
Yeah, a little bit.
So yeah, Nicaragua. Actually, I ain't gonna fake it. Nicaragua, that was very like chaotic to an extent. So in that area, the gender, and at that time, the gender roles were definitely very like embedded into the culture and stuff. So the boys were playing soccer, and the girls, they had to play with dolls and stuff like that. But it was girls that wanted to play soccer with boys, and the boys wouldn't allow them in. And no matter how many times we tried to get them to, it just didn't work. I tried to take the ball from one of the boys, or I didn't try to take it. I actually tried to go get the ball after it was kicked somewhere, and then I ended up falling in a freaking ditch, and I twisted my ankle so bad that I couldn't do anything for the rest of the day. So that sucked. Then I got food poisoning or just poisoning in general from like the water, because I think I accidentally used the water when I was brushing my teeth.
Oh, you're supposed to use bottled water, right?
Yeah. And then I got sick. I like literally got sick on one of them days. But other than that, it was nice. Like I got to visit a church, like one of their huge, huge Catholic churches. We actually took a hike like 100 feet into the air. It was a mountain and stuff like that. We actually got all the way to the top. It was really, really nice. The air got thinner as you kept going higher and higher and higher. But once you got to the top, it was like so beautiful to like see over everything. And yeah. So I can't really remember what we were there for. I think we were there it was for the kids. I know that.
Was it like a mission trip or something?
It was a mission. It wasn't necessarily a mission trip. I don't want to say that because that sounds like very religion. How religion, like Christian
service. Then, huh?
It was community service, definitely. But I can't remember what we were doing. I think we were like helping them. We were just doing different things, honestly. We kind of were all spread out and stuff. Like some people were cleaning like the place that we were actually like staying in. Some people were gardening. Some people like actually was helping build or fix up like a club, like a boys and girls club and stuff like that. So yeah, that was my last alternative break. My first one, we came to Texas and we did a homeless shelter. I can't remember. McKinney, that's what it was. McKinney, Texas. And we were volunteering at a homeless shelter. And we pretty much like wherever they needed help at, that's where we all was at. So we found a specific homeless shelter and we stayed there. It was really nice too. They even had like housing for people once they like cleared levels of sobriety or finding a job and stuff like that. They would actually place them in the apartment
like halfway houses.
So it was so that wasn't it. Like they helped with that, and if you were sober, then you could transition into other things. But once you got a job, they had apartment complexes there that were reduced in price for them, and you could like get your first lease and stuff like that or whatever. So it was really nice actually. And then we got to eat dinner with one of the top donors of Mizzou. He actually donates at least $2 million every year to Mizzou. I think the football team, that's what it was, but to Mizzou in general. But we got to eat dinner with him at this really fancy steak restaurant. And our bill came out to $3,000. So that should tell you how, classy this place was. So that was my first one, McKinney, Texas. And then my last one in Nicaragua.
I think I only been to like one dinner where niggas was fighting over the check, fighting to pay for the check.
Really?
That's one thing about rich people, man. When you get like that,
you gotta like that.
And they take it as an offense if someone tries to pay for the whole check.
Yeah, because like you can't pay your own way.
I remember too when I was serving in Olive Garden back in college. It was like we have some families where they had a little money and they would tip good too. But this dude who sat at the head of the table, I guess he was like the grandpa or the dad or whatever. His son tried to pay for the tab, and he was like, "Give me the bill, Bill. Give me the bill." And then he was like, "No, I got it." And then he was getting like real mad because dude wouldn't handle the bill, trying to pay for it. And then he's like, "Give me the fucking Just give me the bill. All right, just give me
When
bill.
white people
I'm
curse is so
standing here,
funny.
and I'm standing here just. I'm like, hey, I ain't go get in between the motherfuckers.
Who want to
Trying to
pay
pay
the
the bill as
bill?
long as they leave me a tip. I don't give a fuck who paid this motherfucker. So
Period.
I remember that. Okay, so my study abroad trip was different than that. It was more like in the city and stuff like that. I went to Ireland.
Well, to clarify, his was a study abroad trip. Mine was all voluntary
Yeah,
trips.
yeah, yeah. Hers, yeah. So mine's a little bit different, structured differently. It was centered around classes and stuff like that. But I had a really good time. That was the most I've drunk ever in my life. I was just. It was the summer after I crossed into being the bros. So that whole semester before that summer, I wasn't nowhere to be found. I was just my whole life was for those 4 months. My life was different. So this is my chance to get back to how I was before I got online with the bros and how I used to go crazy with the drinking. Now I was with white people in Ireland where the legal drinking age is 18, and these motherfuckers drink beer at any time of day. They drink motherfucking beer with their pancakes in the morning. So we was bar hopping every night, uh, all types of. We stayed downtown Dublin at Trinity College. Dublin is like a mix of like London and New York, the way it looks.
Mhm.
It's really nice. There's all type of stuff in there. Bars all over. Place you can just walk and go in. Um, the group of people we were with was really fun. We traveled to different cities. This coastal city called Hoth, where they had like $1 million homes off the edge of cliffs and stuff like that into the ocean. The best fish and chips I ever had in my life was from that city.
Mm.
Motherfucking fresh fish right off the ocean, straight into the back of the motherfucking restaurant. Shit, yeah, definitely. It was different type of living out there. The air was different. We was in a 5-star hotel for a couple nights. We was in a hostel for like a week. Hostel living is very different. It's basically like community style living. Hostels on those
Mm. Oh, I've
swing.
seen I've seen what hostels look like. I would not be comfortable.
I mean, shit, we had to do we had to do. It wasn't as comfortable, but shit, we ain't had no choice. But I was there during the time of the World Cup too, so like I really got introduced to like soccer and that culture. Like soccer is probably bigger than basketball and football, but to the rest of the world, like soccer is crazy. It was the whole city was going crazy, and we was doing like because I like medieval shit like Game of Thrones and Last Kingdom and stuff like that. So we was like touring different old buildings like that, castles and stuff like that. So um, it was really cool. It was a really good experience. Yeah, experienced a lot of stuff. Drunk a lot of liquor.
That's crazy that the fish and chips was like so good because I've heard that fish and chips is like not that good. But
That shit was
that's
fire.
coming from people who have visited London, like Britain, wherever I don't know, London, and they said that fish and chips was like all right, like it wasn't all that good. But if you're saying that in
This
Ireland it was
motherfucker
like really
was.
really good, then I definitely want to
It was
try it.
probably the freshest fish you got. You could see the motherfuckers catch the fish and driving all the way to the back of the restaurant,
And
like
you know what's crazy?
fresh
Like
off the motherfucking
some people don't
ocean.
like that. Some people don't like that fresh, but
Shit
I
was
love
fire,
that.
bro.
I love people going out to get their own.
Shit was fire.
Yeah.
Got a tattoo out there.
Wasn't it the left and right
Yeah, right here.
arrow? Yeah.
Yeah. Motherfuckers was trying to joke with me, don't you go both ways. Like, man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm weak.
Like,
That
get
is
the
the
fuck out of here,
gayest.
boy. Stupid ass. That's just mean
Wow.
I came here and I left.
Hmm.
Basically. Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I definitely do remember all those things.
Yeah.
We did the air we shot out so we were supposed to shoot stuff. I'm a film major, so the whole thing was to work with actors from LA, and everyone has like a specific script to work with, and then you create a scene, a couple scenes, or storyline based off this plain script, and you can choose whatever your team, choose wherever you scout locations, all types, the whole nine. And the people I worked with, he found some way to get in contact with a dude up there who had a castle and was Airbnb in a castle, so people could Airbnb the castle that he had. I don't know how the fuck he had a castle, but we went there. It was in the middle of nowhere. The castle was nice as fuck. It had a pool table, all type of stuff in there.
Dang.
Only thing we had to do was give him was 2 bottles of wine. That's all he wanted for his payment. And shit, we made a good ass
little short
made
film.
a good ass short film.
Do you think you still got that short film?
Nah, my hard drive, I can't find it. It's on my old hard drive. I could not find it.
Dang, that sucks.
Man, it does suck because that would have been some good
Content
and stuff like that.
I forgot the one thing that we did do in Hinotega, Nicaragua. We visited a coffee bean farm. I actually still have coffee from Nicaragua, and
the beans.
Mm-hmm. Well,
we can grind that in one of the things that we got.
Actually, it's already grinded. So,
is it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like coffee, do you?
No, I don't really drink coffee like that, but it was nice. It's it's a little memento, and then if I do decide I want some taste for some real, authentic, from where it's exported and stuff, coffee, then I can have some authentic coffee. Yeah, it actually starts out as a fruit, and I just looked at my phone to see if I had pictures and stuff like that. I don't have any pictures in my phone anymore. I think it's on my hard drive that's in my tech drawer and stuff like that. So I have to look through that. And then we also got to do some pottery as well too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they make like certain bowls there for the cocoa beans, like to kind of get the shells off and stuff. And yeah, so I was
stuck at doing stuff like that, making bowls and
anything
ceramics and stuff.
Crafts.
I'm not really good with crafts.
So I'm great at crafts. I love it.
One thing I do remember though that stuck out was when I did study abroad. Everyone was really nice to us, except for in London. When I had a layover in London, they was mean as hell up in London. Like the concierge and all that, the concierge where I was trying to just ask to where some food is gonna be where like I could get some food at. Man, they gave me the biggest attitude, all type of stuff.
Probably because they knew you was American. They hate Americans.
Whatever.
Americans hated everywhere.
I was like, bro, we all black. Man, like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not from here. Yeah, so that's neither here nor there. In Ireland, everyone was hella nice. Like they were real touchy. They would get all up on you. Say you're at the bar and you could be like a complete stranger. They'll get up on you, just put their shoulder on you, be like, lads, what's going on? How you doing? I used to get drinks bought for me all the time. Every time we went out, I had at least 1 or 2 drinks bought for me every time. So it was definitely a good time. And the nightlife was like low key lit in Dublin. Like
I'm not gonna lie, there's no different than how things are here too. Like in America, you get stuff bought for you all the time. Not even just drinks, groceries, shoot.
And motherfuckers was banging I remember one night motherfuckers was banging in the McDonald's because that was the only motherfucking restaurant that was open at like 3:00 in the morning. Motherfuckers was banging in the McDonald's. It was a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. But
switching gears, let's go ahead and get into the question of the week question of the week.
So this is a new segment that we're introducing right now. Let's do a reintroduction. The question of the week. So
question of the week.
Yeah, that's gonna be
That's gonna be the theme song. Yeah. Let me record that.
So question of the week. It's gonna be like a hard hitting question that probably you won't hear on a regular podcast maybe or whatever. And me and Baby already had like a pretty good conversation a while ago about it, but I felt like we
should bring it to camera.
Bring it to camera, just bring up and talk about it a little bit. So the question is it harder to get someone to completely change their eating habits than to stop doing drugs? So basically the question is what's the more addictive drug? Food
or opioids?
Or like drugs or like, any
opioids.
Type of chemical drug.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that can anything, honestly, any type of drug and stuff. So
I know you said
I personally feel like drugs are harder to kick because they granted I know they put drugs in our food and stuff like that, sugar and stuff like that, but I honestly do feel like actual drugs really change the chemistry of your brain and changes the hormones in your body to like sometimes to a certain point where you have to continue taking it, otherwise you could die, because there are some people who are functioning alcoholics to the point where their body, like their kidneys, their livers will shut down if they don't drink. They will literally either have seizures or yeah. So I still to this day kind of do feel like drugs are a lot more harder to kick than actual food.
I'm on the flip side because I think my argument was that you see a lot more big people. I won't call them fat. You see a lot more overweight people than you see drug addicts out here, and it's gonna be harder to.
Let me look that up.
See, I think it's harder to like tell a motherfucker to stop eating fried chicken than to tell a motherfucker to stop, smoking this or what I'm saying, hitting this or snorting this and stuff like that, because those other drugs, if you do too much of it, like that'll definitely affect how you move during the day, your job if you have one, functioning, like being able to talk to people. Man, ain't no, I don't know how many motherfucking pieces of chicken and pieces of pie you can eat. It ain't gonna mess up nothing you got going on, but it is just as addictive as those drugs because of the salt and the sugar. Like,
so
about
actually, it said based on a data collected between 2000, well, that's 2017 and 20, it said that there are 14.7 million individuals who are obese. And on the flip side, for drugs, this is from 2022, so more recent. Guess the number.
what?
Yes.
20 million?
20 million, double that. 26.8 million people who are battling with substance abuse. And that is 12 or older.
I don't believe that shit.
It's way more. Even when people. I pull up statistics.
Yeah. Okay, so let's not even talk about fat people. Let's talk about people who got high blood pressure, who got stuff like that, who don't even have to be big, but they still dealing with health issues because of their eating habits. Motherfuckers dealing with motherfucking gout. Like I had some family problems just recently with a family member who had a heart attack based off of his eating habits and what he, you know what I'm saying? So it's I think that is a lot because when you think about it, you can't stop eating. You know what I'm saying? You have to eat to survive. So that's already, you don't have to take drugs to survive. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to snort to survive. You have to eat in order to live. So that's already half the thing. You have to do that. So it's the problem is it's easy to pick something that's unhealthy to eat rather than taking the time, because we know how hard it is to like cook and make healthy meals all the time, and the time it takes to do that. Like some people just don't want to do all that, and it's just easier to just
drive up to Cane's and McDonald's or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and do that, or just it's easier to just indulge in stuff that we like, even though it's probably not the best for us.
I mean, yeah, but on the flip side, on the other end of like your body craving it to the point where it can kill you, I still like some people's minds will never come back from drugs, and that's why I feel like it's harder to kick it because somebody can for instance, somebody can have laced weed one time and it will literally change their entire like mental makeup, and now they can't stop. Like now they will continually like chase that high, and maybe they'll go to other drugs and stuff as well.
And what about people who stress eat or eat when they are when their emotions are all over the place, they eat to like calm themselves down and stuff like that. I think that's just as much because it's still some sort of escape. I believe like comfort food is called comfort food for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's to make you feel better. I mean, I don't know, the good food is so good that it make you feel better.
I mean,
I don't know. That's interesting. That's an interesting question to like poll or ask like the audience or whatever. Ask like comments or whatever.
Does food make you feel good?
Like what do you think is more addictive, like food and stuff like that, or like
what do y'all think? Do y'all think actual fast food is more addictive, like unhealthy foods is more addictive, or actual drugs? Like I mean, heroin, cocaine, lean, phenol,
pills,
pills, oxy, stuff like that.
cocaine. You
Yeah,
said that already?
I did. Is that more addictive? I still personally do feel like, cause just and
Pain
I
medicine.
maybe that's because I have granted I do have a history of obese and just unhealthy people in my family. I feel like in the Black community we always have some family member that is on that end of being obese or having severe like health issues because of fast food or just because of bad food in general, fried food and stuff. But in my family, I have a pretty decent list of people who I know that have battled with drug addiction and stuff like that. I've lost family because of that, because they were not necessarily, yeah, don't even want to get into it and stuff, but yeah, I've lost close family members because of that. So I definitely do think that
I
those
also
are
think
somewhat addictive.
the food aspect is also like a culture thing. Like
Yeah,
a lot of comfort food and stuff like that is like a culture thing. Like
yeah,
certain households only cook certain type of food. You know what I'm saying? Like fried pork chops. Like that's what I grew up on. Like pork chops, pork steaks, motherfucking fried green tomatoes, just all different types
yeah,
of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a southern thing, and I think it's a Black family household thing. So
yeah.
it's an accepted drug
Drug,
in the
yeah.
household. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, sweet potatoes, yams, and stuff.
yeah, you try to.
Because when I watch people make it now, like when I watch your mama make, and they're so good. But when I watch her or my sister make sweet potatoes, I'm like, bruh, I can't eat this. Like, you literally just watch someone damn near the whole bag to make them taste like candy, yeah, like candied and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like trying to hand your grandma, like think about it. Try to hand your grandma or whoever, auntie or whatever, a plate of fried chicken or a plate of cocaine. Which one she gonna choose? And which one she gonna
Definitely the fried chicken. But I mean,
slap
they
your hand?
did say at one point they was putting cocaine in Coca Cola
Yeah, they was
to make it addictive and stuff for people to constantly drink it and
killing
stuff
two
like that.
birds with one stone with that one.
Oh,
I
ooh,
don't
wait.
like to say killing two birds with one, helping one. No, helping two birds with one hand.
I was just thinking because since you think since I kind of think no, since you think that the food is a drug and stuff like that, what about MSG?
What's
Because
MSG?
you don't know what MSG is? MSG is basically what keeps you like going
Hungry?
for it, like craving it and stuff.
Like the salt and the sugar?
Yeah. So MSG is
Yeah,
like
so
an enhancer for your food. So it's not salt, but it enhances it and makes you like want it more and stuff like that. It's very it's a cultural thing for the Asian community. Is MSG is actually was created by an Asian man.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
must be like because if you eat the right food, you get like a dopamine type of
Yeah.
thing. Because women do it all the time, and they don't even realize that's what it is. When they be eating and they be dancing and stuff like that, when y'all do that
Oh
little
yeah.
dance when y'all be eating, that's shit. That's the same feeling somebody might feel when they, you know.
I'm not gonna fake it. Okay, so since we on the conversation of food and having that addictive experience and stuff, I'm gonna name a snack that does that for me, and now I want you to name a snack. That can be a drink. That can be. I know you don't like a lot of sweet stuff, but whatever childhood snack. Mine is gonna be Jay's hot stuff. That right there. If I go to Schnucks, and this is like a Midwest grocery store. If I go to Schnucks and get the big bag of Jay's hot stuff, that whole bag is gone. That whole bag is gone before the end of the night, or the next day it will be gone because it's so good and it's so addictive, and that definitely probably does have MSG in it because you can't stop eating it. Literally, like you crave it as soon as you like. I can have a handful in my hand, and I'll say this is my last handful until I get home, and I'll keep reaching for more. So that's my addictive food, snack.
I think my addictive snack when I used to snack a little bit, probably be those 50 cent Little Debbie honey buns.
I knew you was gonna say
from
that.
The gas station.
I knew you was gonna say them honey buns, cause yeah,
I used to get like 3 at a time, boy. I used to love them and warm them up a little bit, put it in the microwave for like 7 seconds. Boy, yeah, them Little Debbie, little 50 cents, man. Ain't no telling how much they cost now. Inflation shit. You never
Shoot,
know.
they probably cost like $2 now.
Okay, so those are our arguments. That was my consensus. I think food, salt, sugar, and stuff like that is more addictive
MSG.
than, and MSG is more addictive than hard drugs, chemically induced drugs.
I still think hard
And she
drugs.
thinks, okay,
Yeah,
well there you
I can
go.
understand why he says that
Yeah, yeah.
because I do comfort eat sometimes.
Come,
But
comment under what y'all think, and if y'all got any like points or whatever that y'all want to add, go ahead.
yeah, let's have a conversation in the thread in the comment section below. You know,
Uh-huh. And introducing another new segment that we will be going back and forth to periodically is dream journey. So one thing about me and Daisy is that we dream a lot. We have a lot of dreams. I don't know if it's because of the comfortable ass bed we got or what it is, but yeah, we dream a lot, and we be having
yeah,
a lot of weird shit going on in our
and it
dreams.
be like we're in deep, deep sleep to the point where if you wake up throughout the night, like yeah, but I be in such a deep sleep that if I snore and it wakes him up, like I can't stop. Like I won't hear him or really feel him nudging me unless he's shaking me and stuff. That's how deep of sleep I am in.
Yeah,
So
and if you're not dreaming, that means you're not sleeping. So
yeah, you're not sleeping well if you can't dream.
let me think. Do you have a? Well, I have a dream that I been thinking about
Let me see, cause
sharing because, well, in my dreams, it's kind of weird because it's constant. I have constant like themes in my dreams. So whenever I dream, I'm always going back to either three cities: it Chicago, London, and a little bit of St. Louis and a little bit of Atlanta. So whenever I'm dreaming, I'm always usually in these four cities for some reason. I don't know why, but I am. And they're usually always apocalyptic themed. It's like there's always an apocalypse going on in my dreams, or
yeah, same.
um, I'm always fighting somebody. So if my dreams, and I'm always like sometimes maybe in a hotel, like a specific hotel that I can remember, or like a school or something like that, or if I'm in school. So this past dream, let's just choose one that I can remember off rip. This past dream, we was in a mansion. Now this is a specific mansion that always seems to pop. I don't know why everything is like a lot of same things pop up in my dreams, but it's like I told you the other day, it's like an ongoing story. My dreams, to be honest,
It's
like
something new for me every time.
yeah. Sometimes I replay the same dream that I had like I say a month ago or something like that, but it's like an ongoing story. So this one we're in a mansion and it's zombies. It's kind of like Call of Duty where zombies is trying to get into the house and we over here in the mansion. We're fighting the zombies, trying to get them out of the house and stuff like that. We're traveling, trying to find safety and shit like that. So fighting people and fighting like vampires and all type of shit. So this last dream was really trippy because um we was doing a lot of killing and this one a lot of fighting. So I was head out. I was like the head dude in our group or whatever.
Of course.
And shit, we was just out here. We found this mansion. We was just banging with the fucking vampires and zombies and stuff like that. And uh sometimes I trip out and then I kill either somebody or something like that. And this time I killed myself, but it wasn't like it was like a accidental like friendly fire or like an accidental kill or like shooting myself on accident or nothing like that. No, it was actually me fighting myself, and we was fighting to the motherfucking death. Shit, I felt like if I didn't kill him or me would have killed me, or
you
you get
know,
what I'm saying. I would have killed myself, so I had to kill him. I had to stab him, and that is,
or the doppelganger would have killed you.
yeah, and that was crazy. Like,
That is wild. He
you
was
know
really
when
freaked out about this too. Like he was thinking about it real hard to the point where I had to write him a little note in his lunchbox.
no, that was
Kind of
another
thing.
dream. That was the
Oh,
other
was
dream,
that the
man.
other?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the other
okay.
dream. But sometimes, when you have dreams, bro, that shit stick with you, man. You got that. I think dreams can like definitely stick to you. We talked about how we felt like dreams were like jumping into different like
portals and dimensions and stuff
dimensions
like
and stuff
that.
like. I think so. I think that's what it is too.
I
So.
mean, there's a dream that I definitely do remember,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's nothing recent. This was like during COVID times, like 2001. This is a
Mm-hmm.
dream I had 2001. So I'm not gonna go too deep into it because it was a very long
Wait, it
dream.
was a dream in 2001. You said
Hmm.
you had it in 2001,
Hmm.
and you
I mean,
remember it.
not 2001, 2021. My bad.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell?
No, 2021. So this dream was about, I can't remember exactly, but I was like going through different like portals into different like points of time. And it basically started out, I was coming out of my grandma's house. Anybody who knows me like knows where I am from and where my grandma lives, like you know what I'm talking about. Because Central Middle, like my grandma lives in that area and stuff. So that's, and she has like a little mini cul-de-sac, and then it's like an apartment complex a little higher up where past her house. So I come out of her apartment, like out of her house into the cul-de-sac area, and it's like very green, like very vibrant green. Like the grass is very green, and like just everything's super vibrant. And then I just see like um Deanna, like my best friend Deanna, in my dream. I know it's not her, but it's like a figure basically portraying themselves as her to make me comfortable and stuff. I still to this day don't know if that person was the person portraying as Deanna was a friend, like an actual person that cared about me, or somebody that was trying to like lure me into something deeper and like bad. So they end up and if you've seen The Matrix, Mr. Smith.
Red bill, red pill, blue pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was coming out of my grandma's house and everything was like very vibrant. The grass looked super green, just like the clouds were just whatever you think the color is, just more vibrant. So I come out the house and Mr. Smith from The Matrix was chasing me. And I was trying to get away from him. I ended up stumbling across my friend Deanna in my dream, but it wasn't Deanna. And they said that it wasn't Deanna, but they were just coming up into this figure form that I would feel comfortable with. And so I see Mr. Smith like coming down to chase me and whatnot. And Deanna takes my hand and like we run and we go like we're going up the hill to the apartment complex, and then we pass through a portal, and then we are somewhere completely different. I don't know where the heck we are at. And once we're in this new area, it was a lot of chaos going on. It was kind of like the end of the world was happening for them at this place that we had randomly stumbled into. That everybody, I know we were downtown, like where a lot of buildings were at, and it was like a large group of people like running, stumbling on each other, cars like running into other cars and buildings and stuff like that. And it was kind of like the end of the world for them, like a apocalypse was happening, alien apocalypse.
Hey,
Because
get off that.
stop. But anyways, because I want to hurry up before the camera shuts off and stuff. But it was an apocalypse going for them. They basically was getting overthrown by an alien like species coming and stuff like that. And there were a couple Mr. Smiths like chasing me, and something weird had happened. Like the person that was portraying as Deanna, I knew they weren't Deanna, but I couldn't because they told me, but I didn't know if they were either.
Hey, go ahead.
But I didn't know if this version of Deanna or the person that was portraying as them was a friend to me, someone who actually cared, or somebody that was trying to like lure me into something like creepy or just weird or ominous and stuff. So as we're passing through this um, dimension and reality of people and stuff like that, they end up saying like, okay, here we're gonna go down here. So we end up passing through and going through this door that had it was going to a basement, and it was like concrete and wet looking.
Mm.
Like that's what I remember. And I was following them down there, and I was like, "Oh, why are we going down here?" And it was like, "This is the way out." And I was like, "Okay," but then something in me told me to turn around and like don't continue to follow them downstairs, and so I didn't. I ended up leaving out, and I went to go help the people that were trying to like get away from whatever was happening to them in their reality. And I don't really remember how the dream ended. I'm pretty sure I woke up or I went through another portal to get home or something like that. But it's in my journal,
Mm-hmm.
because I actually have a purple dream journal that my friend Haley's mom gave me. I used it as a regular journal initially, but then when I started having a lot of crazy, wild dreams, I started using it for that purpose. I might look at it later on, just kind of refresh my memory. But in a nutshell, that's basically what happened. I passed through different dimensions, different portals of realities, and Mr. Smith was chasing me. And this wasn't. I didn't watch The Matrix around this time. It's just for some reason that was in my dream, and a figure that portrayed himself as my best friend Deanna tried to lure me into this tunnel. And towards the end, and I don't know if this was something bad, maybe it was, because my mind, I thought to not go down there, and that was the end of my dream. I have no idea what the meaning of it was though.
Yeah. I need to start writing more of my dreams down, see what the fuck, see these commonalities and stuff like that. But yeah, those were our just a glimpse of our crazy ass dreams that we have. Some of the crazier ones I don't even be remembering.
Yeah, we really need to write our stuff down
On me.
for real, because I be having it, and you say yours is continuous, mine are never continuous at all. Like I always, even if I go to sleep for another 15 minutes, like it's a totally different dream. It's a totally different like situation happening.
No, I go back to sleep and my dream just starts right back to where it started.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is another episode. That is the end of episode 3 of Cabinelli, the reflection episode. Anything else you want to add before we close out?
Just look forward to creating more content for y'all and doing this a little bit more consistently and stuff. We haven't posted the first 2 yet, but they will be coming really, really soon. And then I think from there we're gonna like figure out some type of schedule and just crank the mugs out.
Yeah, they'll be all
I'm
right.
excited.
I mean, y'all get them when y'all get them. So,
yeah,
life be
life,
but we doing it. And yeah, that's it.
But thank you guys so much.
Next time for episode 4.
See ya. And we out.